Britannia, Britannia rule the waves.
I hope you all like that one as much as I do.
Where do you think you're going?
To Merseyside by Seth Bentos. This next one is Baby Won't You Please Come Home. Something we've all asked.
It doesn't matter what you say. If your name's not on my list, you're not getting through my gate. I will bet my last ticket that it's... Wait. You're not... Oh, yes, I do remember something about a last-minute name being added.
Cheater.
My sincerest apologies. Right this way.
Come on, chop chop.
I'd avoid Piccadilly Street if I were you. A train derailed. From Islington of all places. Took the whole street with it.
We...
Go quietly, you can count on that.
Nechci říkat, absolutně netuším jak... Můžeme mi další, že to bude takhle. Jak se dostal na ten list? Kdo mi tam přidal? Ne... A? A klidně.
Me? I ain't anyone, mister. Smashing, that'll do. Now let's begin the tour.
Jsi levná, dost levná náhodou, holka. Nechci si říkat Alexandra, tohle Arthur, co ale Arthur, kurva, nepřijdu. To je tolik NPCček, že se to ani mému počítači kurva nelíbí. Jo, z jednoho důvodu, protože tahle hra není ani stavěna kurva na tyto na tolik NPCček. Já už se to loadlo kurva.
You're on the mend and this radio station is brassic. If you fancy topping up my coffers, head over to me in Hackney. Till then, here's me shilling for the courthouse.
Tak. Doufám, here aspoň budu vypadat jak vak... No, you fucking will not.
First of all, this is the Admiralty Yard. Same as it was back before the bombs fell, except for the blast gate, that is.
Okay. Jdeš dál.
First of all, this is the Admiralty Yard. Same as it was back before the bombs fell, except for the blast gate, that is. Back in the day, Admiralty Arch used to play an important role on ceremonial occasions, with processions such as royal weddings, funerals, coronations, and all that sort of thing. Now the only processions that take place are either food or just refugees trying to escape everything outside the walls. It's basically a glorified backdoor into Westy, the Westminster. It's sad, really. Anyways, follow along. The next one is just up here.
Okay, kiddo.
What's that smell? Oh, it's you.
Sorry, musel se to zkusit. Nikdo mě nebude urážet. Nezkuš je to, čuraku.
How can I help you? My God. I am so glad you asked.
Kurva, špatný nápad jsem to.
For I shall now tell you the most fascinating story in history. Isn't that just amazing?
Absolutně.
I know. It's what I just... Indeed.
Čistě, chlete píko.
It must be horrible to live in places without luxury.
Jsem husinu z vás.
Welcome, welcome! Oh, the grand old Duke of York. He had 10,000 men. He marched them up to the top of the hill and he marched them down again. Duke of York column. The Duke is remembered in the children's nursery rhyme, The Grand Old Duke of York. Not the biggest item of interest here. But if you climb up those stairs where that column is, and if you follow the plaza all the way through, you'll eventually bump into the wall again where Piccadilly Circus with the Era statue is. Before you get excited, Piccadilly Circus ain't got no animals. It isn't that type of circus. It's a circus because it's circular. It's famous for its huge advertisement signs, different displays, and the Eras fountain located in the middle of it. Piccadilly Circus offers a variety of cinemas, theatres, shops and restaurants, including famous traditional English pubs. Everything you need and more. On from that is the big scrapyard. That bit isn't as glamorous though, but hey, the shit's gotta go somewhere, am I right? Right, next stop is just over the road. Come on!
Čekám na tebe, co mi tu říkáš, vole? Říkáte mi, že ty busy furt fungují.
That's Horse Guards Parade. It's a large parade ground off Whitehall. It is the size of the old ceremonies of trooping the colour, which commemorated the monarch's official birthday. Huh, lucky cow used to get 2 of them. Imagine! Double the presents! Now, if you follow Horse Guard Road at the edge of it here and then left to Downing Street, and you'll find the government at number 10. Still the same cesspool it's always been. Lots to say, but nothing happens. Facta non verba, am I right? Okay, so sorry if I point a lot, but it's quite a trek and I've got little legs. But yeah, if you go all the way down instead and then down Great George Street on the left, that's where Westminster Palace is.
Díky.
That's where all the important decisions are made, but the guards never let anyone in. Guess it's good for telling the time, but not much else. Last one is coming up! Tally-ho! Welcome, welcome! Oh, the grand old Duke of York. He had 10,000 men.
Nějaké pološi, ona je bugnutá, ale musí tu breakdancovat. Ne, lehce bugnutá podle všeho. Potom začne breakdancovat randomně.
If I see one more up-and-comer peasant, I'll go mad. I live in fear knowing you people can reproduce.
I do believe
Já jsem se divil, pičo, že nikdo nic nezrobil. Typková hlava zmizela, pičo, a nic se nedělo. Kurva, to děcko jsem ztratil teraz. No piče s tebou, ty brezavý buzerant. Čest. Kurva, ztratil jsem to děcko, nevíš kde je? Kurva. Je to mise nahoru. Dobré. Já tady se. Takže jsem tě na přechodu, běž.
To the left here is St. James's Park. Technically the oldest royal park at the heart of ceremonial London. Needs a trim, has fishes in the lake, and lots of peacocks for some reason. Enough said. Now, down there is the most humbling mystery of London. Buckingham Palace. God save the Queen. Is she in? Is she dead? Nobody knows. Don't try knocking on the door though, the royal guards don't like it. And don't fuck about on the fence neither. But yeah, past that to the right is Green Park, where most of our crops come from. And then the Marble Arch, and then Hyde Park. Hyde Park tends to be where the gentry hold events when they get tired of twiddling their thumbs. It's got some fancy Camelot jousting event going at the moment. And that's all I got, mister. Totally optional, but if you fancy giving me a tip, please do. Whoa, thank you so much! You've made my entire year, thank you! I'm going to scuttle back to the main gate. Thanks for listening though.
Díky, děcko. Teď už to se dávají vůbec typy, protože nejsme v Americe.
I'm in touch with humanity. Oh dear. Another poor Too much pride, that's your problem. If you don't want my help, scram.
Jestli nechceš být kluk, jestli nechceš být broku v zadku, broky v zadku hlavě, tak drž piču, kurva.
Life at the top is immensely satisfying.
Please maintain order and carry on. Questions will be answered at a much later time and date. There will be a press release for all gentry. You ain't one of them rich toffs, are you? Look, I don't know much, but I'm happy to help out anyone with two ungilded brain cells to rub together. Feel free to have a gander. Never heard that name before. Officially, no one's been blamed, but I'm sure some powdered wig's gonna point a finger somewhere eventually. Oddly enough, not a soul on the train. When it cracked through the concrete, a few gentry caught the express to the pearly gates, though. Name a reason. This train came from Islington. Do you know the last time a train came from there? It's been decades. The train hit the gentry. This century, if we're lucky, you could wrap the world in the gentry's red tape. You'd think they would need this railway. Well, they do, and they don't. Since it's inside their walls, they'll fix it. Even if it's just to avoid the eyesore. But they don't need it. That track was abandoned. And this lot's got a fully working train line right beneath Westminster. Even you could probably catch a ride. People have a negative attitude. That's what's stopping them.
Díky za info, kamo. Aj, za jeden věděl, že tu půjdu.
I've lived enough years to know this world will never run out of surprises.
Meets my finished office at the Palace of Westminster. Jak já znám Smite'a, tak on mi nedovolí tam jít, takže tam musím najít jaký vychytralý způsob. Hauko.
Whatever it is, leave me out of it. Maybe I'll visit outside the walls sometime. See how the other half live.
To si zkus, oni tě zabijou, vole. Tam nenavidí gentry a gentory.
Jeez, mate, I like guns too, but you think you might be overcompensating, eh?
Ticho buď, ne, nikdo nemusí řešit to, že mám v inventáři celý arzenál. Pane bože, tahle lokace je obří, kurva. A to se ti čo díváš jenom tak, piče, a vidíš, že to je malé, bo se ti zdá, že to je malé, piče, kurva, ale... Piče, to je velký. Si je pamatuju, jak dlouho jsem nebyl na Westminsteru, ty vole. Buckinghamský palác jsem viděl jednou, ale to je tak všecko. Počkej, ne, ten Buckinghamský palác je opačné straně, že? What the fuck? Huh? What the actual fuck?
It must be horrible to live in places without luxury.
Ten penny.
Lillian, please. Timmy is stuck in the chimney. I need your help to get him out.
Oh, for goodness sake, child. I'm busy here. Can't you see that? And what about the mess? The soot from the chimney is going to get all over the floor. And Mr. Tenpenny will be furious.
This is no
Tenpenny?
bad bit of soot. My friend could be
I'm
in real
in touch
danger.
with humanity.
Danger? What danger? He's just...
It's as if we've stepped into a painting, except it smells a bit off.
People have a negative attitude. That's what's stopping them.
Fuck off. Nechci ti pojvat, bo tu je... Neříkej, že tu je Tenpenny, ty vole. Nice view. Nahoru pěkný výhled.
Life at the top is immensely satisfying.
Vole, tak super, že tu nikdo není, aby vás tak rád skopl z těho piču a spali byste dolů, vy čuráci. Ha. Proč je tady skurvený... Ty jsem říct bažant teraz. Páv kurva. Proč ho retardovaný piče. kind of freak... ten penny. Sorry. Kurva.
Did you just light the fire? Why did you do that? Ah! Help! Help! Ah!
Whoops. Didn't plan on that. Shit. Fuck. O kurwa. Genie is in action, everybody. Genie is in action. Sorry jako, no já mám ADHD, kurva, vidím tlačítko, vidím E zmačknout, tak pičo zmačknu Ečko, vole. Myslíte, že mě napadlo, vole, že to zapálí to děcko, co je kurva v komíně zaseknuté? Jen to ten čurák malý robil. Já tu nejsem, kdyby se někdo ptal. Nikdy jsem tu nebyl. Vůbec se tady nezabil děcko.
If I see one more up-and-comer peasant, I'll go mad.
Super, já se přijete tvoje jméno jako Tabiča, takže jsi Tapiča. OK, tak pan ten penis tady není. Ale má nádherný výhled, je tam ten London Eye.
I wonder if anyone would notice if I take a quick nap during this debate.
Pane oficír.
Halt! Citizen! Where do you think you're going? We don't allow just any rabble in there. Who do you think you are? Nope, never heard of you. Now what's your business here? You want me, a loyal subject of the realm? Dirt like that doesn't come cheap, you know. You strike me as someone who can solve problems. Violent ones. Am I correct? Maybe you could help me out with a little pest problem we're having.
Jestli mi pověš, že to jsou skurvaní majolurkové pijavice, krysy, tak já se zabiju. Kurva, proč si do piče takové věci nemůžete řešit, kurva, sami? Si to jsou gulové, tak už vás pochopím.
A gentleman who owns a house in the area would very much like to sell it. Unfortunately, it's currently home to some unofficial owners, squatters. Here's the location of the house. Get rid of them.
Když jsem slyšel pest, nemyslel jsem kurva lidi. Ne. Ne. Ani za boha materinej piče, ani tak kurva. Ne za to, že s těma budu mluvit, za to, že jsem děcko zabil. Nebudu o tom mluvit. Já se nepřiznávám, já nejdu k policii za to. Já za to nemůžu. Nemá co kurva let to pomíná. To je, že moje ADHD se zapalilo oheň. Znamená, že můžu za to, že to děcko uteklo. Za to nemůžu já. Já se nepřiznávám, a vás píči. Mě nezatknete, aniž by se to kurva líbilo.
You should have run. I remained loyal. I served my liege.
I was just getting warmed up. Check the breast pockets. It's where I keep my valuables.
Já vím, Mountbatten, já vím, to jsi mi říkal tolikrát. Kurva, umí se do piče trefit.
For Queen and country.
Injury check. Anyone hurt? No? Just me?
Ok, možná je čas přestat vypadat jako totální magor, kurva, a začít si pičovat. Používat to, co Bob za Harbor, kurva.
Tremble at the sight of the Mountbattens. Out of every altercation I've had in my life, that was the most terrifying. Hey. Right into the lion's den. Let's make this quick.
Já tady oni. Royal Guard Heavy Uniform. Okay, what the fuck do we have here? Aha. 69 armor. Kurva, že těžký, to váží 38. $38, ty kokot, děbe je vetí. Tohle váží 3. Tohle váží 38. Ale ten armor 60. What the fuck? Co to kurva je za armor do piče? 60. Jebať. Já se jenom podívat na tohle. Tohle má 16. A váží to 2,3 po tebe, jo? Ale 16. 69. Motherfucker, I'm taking that. Ještě skápí, jo? Tak to bude. Tak to chci vidět, piče, to co kurva jsem našel. Skápě a ještě... Guard Heavy Uniform. Jo, Royal Guard Heavy Uniform, což vypne všechny ten. Páně, bože. Kam je posled, ty vej. Ale no si to nemůžu, bo to je 38, kurva. Vypadal jste... Jsem asi našel ten nejvíc OP armor na planetě, ty vole.
Found you. I've been hankering for another go at it. Some blood got on my suit. I'll need a moment.
Toho kokain nebo co?
Ready for more.
Huh?
Ne, tady dáš zase ten armor.
My goodness!
Oh, this is too much work. For Queen and country.
What?
Reveal yourself.
Forget it.
Did you hear me? I said reveal yourself. What? Well, I tried. Who?
Hey. Right. You're finished.
Ugh. Where on earth did you come from?
I'm not quite used to emerging victorious from things.
Pipex, Royal Guard Heavy Uniform. Ty vole, by si tak rád zebral ten Royal Guard Heavy tu uniformu, piče. Kurva 69 armor a kapy za to a ještě papek. Nodding cow? Cool, ty vole, co vy piče. Já bych raději ten armor prvně prodal, než bych ho to, než bych zebral. Ale jestli chceme takhle pomaličku jít do nějakého shopu, prodat ten armor, co máme. Gladly accepted. Počkej, já mám steroidy, to možná pomůže. Jo, Royd, Steampack.
Are you still capable of operating under the influence?
Máš problémy s drogama? To jsou steroidy, ty jsou v pohodě.
If you're buying, I'm selling.
No teď to bude naopak, já prodávám, ty kupuješ. Perfekt čas na to dostat. Já dostanu jeden lak a potom ještě druhý.
Take a look.
Nemá ani ty prachy, jo.
Farewell.
Proč jsi v tom?
You're back. I trust the house is ready for its new owner. Good, good. Anyway, someone called Smythe has been putting a lot of pressure on Parliament. They want to round up the Cavaliers and Roundheads against the wall, clean the streets, reclaim the city for the good folk, and so forth. It seems like they hold a lot of power around here, but they've gone completely under the radar. The fact you know their name means you know more than most people. I was just about to get to that point, if you let me.
Sorry.
There's a law you might be able to make use of. The Parliament Representation Act 2177. They have to let you in if a representative from each tithe-paying London borough signs your petition. These days that would be Camden, Hackney, Lambeth, oh, and Islington. That'll be a tricky one. Eastminster gets out on a technicality. They pay the tithe, but the law in question doesn't consider them a borough. The rest is simple. For one reason or another, they don't pay the tithe. You'd think the syndicate in the Tower Hamlets would, but they have their own arrangement. That's because it is. Never told you it would be easy. How am I supposed to know? Trust me, there isn't. To tell you the truth, I've never even been inside. Your determination is impressive. This is off the record, but if you aren't able to get any of the signatures, I know a guy who might be able to help. His name's Clifford. Sits in the cafe on Bridge Street most days, but he doesn't come cheap. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to get back to my duties.
Okay.